Disney just made an official promise about upside-down animals living inside a Magic Kingdom roller coaster. Wait until you hear this one. Today, Hollywood Studios just ripped an entire restaurant down to bare concrete for a very good reason. Magic Kingdom's most overlooked animatronics are getting a homecoming, and Banana Ball made their Disney World debut this week. Let's get started. If you walked past the old Mama Melrose's Ristorante Italiano at Hollywood Studios this week, you might have stopped and stared for a second. The building's entire front face is gone. Not covered. Not the Hinda scrim. The actual facade has been removed, and what you're looking at now is raw concrete, exposed steel columns, and open ductwork. It looks like demolition day at an office park, and it is extraordinary. Disney is building Harryhausen's, a new table service restaurant themed to the world of Monsters, Inc. The name is a nod to Ray Harryhausen, the stop-motion animation legend whose work clearly influenced the visual world of that whole film. The restaurant will sit inside Monstropolis, the larger monsters, Inc.-themed expansion taking over the back half of Hollywood Studios. Now, Mama Melrose's had fans. It was a reliable dinner spot with a decent menu and usually available reservations, which in Disney's current environment is practically a superpower. But the scope of what's happening to that building tells you something real about the ambition here. You do not strip a restaurant down to its bones if you are planning something small. Harryhausen sounds like a serious project, and the construction happening right now backs that up. And speaking of long-awaited returns, Magic Kingdom just made a specific promise about some animatronics that a lot of riders never even knew they were missing. And speaking of long-awaited returns, Magic Kingdom just made a specific promise about some animatronics that a lot of riders never even knew they were missing. So, the Possums. If you have ridden Big Thunder Mountain 100 times and have never heard of the Possums, you are not alone. About halfway through the ride, there used to be a small scene where a group of possum animatronics hung upside down by their tails from the branches of a dead tree. It was a quick little beat in the dark, easy to miss, beloved by people who knew to look for it. They were removed during Big Thunder Mountain's most recent refurbishment. No big announcement. They just stopped being there. And a very specific group of Disney fans noticed immediately and did not let it go. Disney heard them, and this week officially promised that the Possums are returning. Not a vague, hopeful statement, an actual commitment, on the record, that the Possums will come back to the mine train. Someone at Walt Disney World had to sit down and type the words "the Possums are returning" in an official capacity and send that out into the world. And I think that is beautiful. There is no date attached to the promise yet, but the promise exists. And for anyone who grew up looking for those little guys on every ride, that is legitimately great news. Next up, from the smallest characters in the park to maybe the loudest group Disney World has hosted all year. Next up, from the smallest characters in the park to maybe the loudest group Disney World has hosted all year. Banana Ball is the touring baseball spectacular put on by the Savannah Bananas. If you have not seen their stuff, picture the Harlem Globetrotters, but with bats and baseballs. Trick plays, choreographed routines, crowd interaction that goes completely off the rails. It is high energy, high chaos entertainment, and they have built a massive following doing it. They made their Walt Disney World debut this week at ESPN Wide World of Sports, playing on May 29th and 30th. Before the games, the players spent the day at Animal Kingdom and Typhoon Lagoon, which, honestly, is exactly the right pregame plan for a team built on organized mayhem. Go get rained on at a water park, then perform for thousands of people. That is the move. 3 stories this week, and the one still stuck in my head is the Possum promise. An actual, official, on-the-record commitment that upside-down animatronic possums are coming home to a roller coaster. That sentence exists now. So I need to know, did you know the Big Thunder Mountain Possums were even a thing before today? Yes or no in the comments. Subscribe for more, and I will catch you next time.